I'm Paul Calvaresi with the Broward NPO here at day 2 of the Safe Roads Summit 2026. I'm joined by Vanessa Spatafora with the Corradino Group.
Hi.
So tell me, what have your takeaways been since you've been here?
So I will say this summit has been very focused on innovation, which is so important. I think that, I just went to a breakout session that focused on AI and how it can streamline the development review process and the permitting process all the way up to inspection, which I think with the housing crisis that's happening nationwide is going to be a huge development and so important moving forward.
So make that connection. How can speeding up the review and permit process?
So the housing costs, which was brought up, about 10 to 20% of your housing cost is because of the legwork and permitting, because of how much time it takes and how much money the developers have to spend in order to get that process through between lawyers, and just time on spending on the land without building. And so that lowering the time it takes to get that permitting done, to get the review process done, will help with the housing cost overall.
So any savings would be passed on to the consumer.
Correct.
So, and also as an engineer, what do you find most exciting that you can bring back to your career?
So that, just overall, because I personally do a lot of development reviews, and so I thought it was really interesting also to see they had a site planning building, so you could actually put a site down and say, look, this is an empty lot, what can I put here? And it would take in the codes, take in everything that you can do on that land and build you the most efficient and, say you say, I want more housing. It'll actually show you how many units you can put and do it in the most efficient way and give you like 200 options, which is amazing when you're trying to plan a city.
And how do you see that increased land use relating to traffic and safety?
So the traffic aspect will definitely be something that needs to be looked at even further in the future. I think that, she had mentioned Smart Metro and how we can maybe, put Smart Metro together with these programs to get that traffic data in there because, this is the Safety Road Summit, right? So we are worried about transportation. So we do need to look at the overall network and what we're building and how it's going to impact transportation in the future and hopefully add some multimodal access in the future.
Sounds fantastic. Well, thank you for joining us at the 2026 Safe Roads Summit.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you.